Welcome back, everybody, to Danielle Sandifers. I'm about to read you. I'm here, and this is my first movie slash series review. Okay, that's what we want to call it. And I'm excited because Bridgerton is the first one that I'm going to do because, yeah, that show was everything it was supposed to be and beyond. So kudos to Shonda Rhimes. Period. She is the queen of writing. She just is. The lady can write anything. She can rewrite a story and write a story from scratch and just nail it. Everything about it is just perfect. Okay. I love Shonda. Side note, I write screenplays. I have a few that I've wrote. I've never put them out or did anything with them. I just love writing screenplays because I like creating stories. So to see this story, and it's kind of like a love story, mirrors something that I've recently just finished. So, anyways, back to Bridgerton. Okay, I love everything about this story, from the main characters to the smaller characters. Everybody's character was amazing. That's something that is rare. Um, like the smaller characters in Hollywood's eyes would be small, like Eloise or Penelope, but like the Duke and his character was just like, I hate saying like a million times, but it was so well written and he executed it so perfectly that it was one that it made you fall in love with him. Like, I'm in a relationship, okay? But his character made you be like, ooh. It was a broken kind of love, but like he loved her. He loved her. And she loved him back, and it just came out of nowhere. Like, that is what the mystery of love is. It came out of nowhere, it spun out of nowhere, and they didn't even want to live without each other. Even when they did want to live without each other, they didn't. Like, that kind of love is amazing. um their character Featherington, they dressed her. Okay, I love colors and I like to, look Kojiki, if that's a word. She was like Kojiki, okay? Church of God in Christ. Yes, all the way. I absolutely loved her attire, and I loved her character. Now, her storyline kind of reminds me of Cinderella and the Stepsisters, because how they had Sister Girl locked up in the closet, up in the room, because they was embarrassed for her to come out. That was kind of Cinderella she, but like her storyline was is an amazing storyline, and I know that it's going to develop even more into the second season, and I can't wait to see what they do with her storyline. I can't wait to see what they didn't even tell us what they named the child. We just know his name started with an A. For the Duke and Duchess and her brother, and this story was amazing, and I'm glad this was my first one to review. I even like Penelope. I even like Eloise. Like, those small characters, they had a small character, but it had such a great impact to the whole storyline. It was totally outblown. Now let's get to these brothers, the Bridgerton boys. This little posse gang, they annoyed me, especially that oldest one. Like, that girl said that he was in love with. He need to go find himself. Dude is totally lost. You're trying to lead all the children from Israel, and you lost. He was totally just spinning. Like, why would you pair your sister with this old dude? What? Disgusting. Dude, would you want to wake up to that? Why would you want your sister to wake up to this? Like, he wasn't old, but he looked old, and his teeth was, it's just, he was wrong. Dude was out of order for that. And I'm glad that it showed women empowerment in this movie, because she stood on her own and was like, I'm not marrying him. Basically, you can marry him. Like, it shows women, it slides it in there, because I know in those times, literally, they didn't have no voice. So they had to marry who their family told them to marry. But in this sequel, in this series, it's showing women empowerment, and that was so dope. I loved it. What else did I love? It was so many pieces to this. The sex scenes were okay. What was it? Episode 4? They did it every 10 minutes. I was like, good God. It's just Lord, this is not for the children, not for the teenagers, just not even for the weak. If you're trying to be strong sexually right now, this is not for you. Okay, skip 4, skip episode 4, because you're gonna be just like on somebody's chat line, POF or something. So that okay. So that was, but it was good to see the intimacy and everything like that. Sex is not a bad thing at all. It's just not. It's a wonderful thing shared between two people. So I'm gonna leave it at that. The boxing, God, like I just want them to put a glove on. Just it was just so brutal, like hard, and whew, that was weird to watch to me because I don't like pain. So like seeing them actually hit each other, they really didn't do it. It's all acting. It's all choreographed fighting. But to see that was crazy. Now Penelope, that's my girl. I like her. I like her. And I knew she was whistled down when Eloise was going through the howl and she was just sitting on the bed. I was like, that's whistle down. I just felt it. I knew it. And she was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then for the story to have came out after they said they were going to marry, it was like, I figured if she wasn't whistled down, she knew who whistled down was because it just was a coincidence that it came out the next day. Like, oh no, but I liked her character. I think they did really, really well with placing these characters and creating who the characters were. Like it's really seldom that the I don't like call them smaller characters, but the less lined characters, supporting actresses and actresses have such a great storyline as well. It's always just the main two characters, but they all had a great storyline in this, and I think that is amazing. It's a lot of them, and for all of them to have great storylines was amazing. And I put a post up on Facebook, and one of my friends said that Penelope was jealous. She wasn't jealous necessarily. She just wanted better for her friend that she was in love with. So I think she was in love with him, and she also wanted what was best for him because she knew that Marion was trying to set him up, and like that's not cool. Like that's just not, that wasn't okay. And I'm glad she said something. I think that her writing it out helped and assisted in him making that decision. Like she's gonna save him no matter what, which is really love. So that's like the next love story that'll probably be down in the end of season 2. It ain't gonna start off in season 2. It's gonna end in season 2. So they'll probably be more executed in like season 3, because season 2, in my opinion, will be more about the baby and about Featherington being killed. So yeah, season 3 will be Penelope and Colin being married and blah blah blah. If it goes on that long, hopefully it does, because it's a really good storyline and it can go a lot of different places. Even with the Duke and Duchess, it can go a whole lot of places because he still has to uncover and unravel, and he hasn't really unraveled. In this season 1, he's gonna unravel, and the dude is handsome, so then that helps you to fall in love with him even more, right? Okay. I still love you, Courtney. Mwah. So like that helps in his character, and then I loved how he was black and she was white. Okay, that put me in the whole mind frame of Prince Harry and Meghan. Like, come on here, Shonda, play the world, honey, play the world. This is real life. They were really in love. They just have issues coming together. Like, that was totally a great play. I loved it. I loved everything about this series. Everything about it. And I'm probably going to rewatch it because that's what I do. I always rewatch stuff because I always feel like I can find something else that I missed before. So I'm probably going to watch it again and again because it was a really good series to me. But I hopefully this is the end of this video. I just wanted to be short and quick. I was really excited that I made it to the end, and I did it all today. So leave your comments in the comment section. Talk back to me. Let's dialogue. Let's talk about it because this was a good series, and I'm sure I missed some stuff about the series in this little chat. I didn't want it to be long, but I wanted to give you something else to watch tonight. Saturday, it's cold outside, so why not? hey, add on to it. So, all right, guys, keep reading, keep writing, and keep living. Peace.